experience, and how did it impact you?
Yeah, interesting. I think I was here in Singapore. I was really just, I wouldn't say winding up, proved to be winding up, of course, but around Chinese New Year, we were starting to hear of the situation in China predominantly.
Can we just turn our mind to the region for a minute, and just get a bit of a state of the nation overview from you, because you've been in the region off and on for many, many years. Could you just give us a thumbnail sketch of which nations are faring reasonably well and have bounced back quite well, and which ones are not, out of your portfolio?
Sure. I mean, as I said, we're able to control the impact in their economies, obviously have done better, right? So I would say that Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, even Hong Kong to a certain degree, Singapore, they've done pretty well. Japan earlier on, but didn't have so many impacts, even Korea as well, right?
Thinking about the spending patterns and what changes you might have seen at the start of COVID. Did we stop spending because we all thought, gosh, we don't know when we're going to get our next payday? Or did we start shopping online furiously and start buying shoes and lipstick?
Well, it's kind of a combination, right, to be honest. We all spend like crazy on toilet paper, obviously, and there's all those memes that went out there, right? So we've seen a pivot to e-commerce. Clearly, that's a big trend. Your grandmother now needs to buy, or has got used to buying her groceries online, right?
Yes.
We've seen where you've had to use cash or cash substitution into contactless payment, right?
Yeah.
Contactless has all of a sudden accelerated, even in markets where it was already popular, simply because I don't want to touch the cash, so I'll use contactless. Or in developing countries out here, e-wallets, right, connected to real-time systems. So you've seen in India a huge growth in all payment types, but particularly in the real-time payments infrastructure on the back of all the wallets that are over there.
So as you've seen these changes in spending, and obviously as Mastercard's a big organisation with a long history of watching markets go up and down. You must have been looking for opportunities to see how can you grow through this experience and how can you respond to the needs of different customer groups. So can you just tell us what some of those opportunities were and what sort of developments you've made to respond to the opportunities you're seeing?
Sure. I mean, it's a good question. I think there are two things. One is we're not a credit card company, we're a payment technology company. So that means that we're the network. And so what we've really been looking to do is, one is diversify away from just being associated with credit cards and moving into debit and prepaid and commercial, obviously, plus digital acceleration. And I think both those components, this path to digital enablement and the things that are associated with that, such as doing virtual payments, what we call digital first propositions, like we did with Apple Card in the US, where it's all a digital flow, very, very customer focused.
How are we going to respond to this total digitization of everything, end to end, supply chain from one end to the other, everything's going to be digital? How are we going to respond to this tracking of our every moment?
I think though that there are some big issues about ensuring that there is responsible use and management of data. I think that's a very big issue. I think that many of us who have seen The Social Dilemma on Netflix can appreciate that how much disclosure there is about tracking of individuals and or behaviors and consent management.
Yeah.